What's going on, fellow fans of Clash Royale? It is that time again. You submit the cards and we'll take a look at them. Some of the funniest submissions I've ever seen. So I put together a highlights episode of the cards you guys want added to the game. Really? Seriously? Alright. Anyway, these are entertaining, so let's check it out. Starting out, of course, with the level 7 Foizonaus. And thank you, Carl, for your submission on Twitter, and apparently thanks to Carl's sister for the art. I thought the art was just as funny as the name as the description. Something about don't let your clothes get torn off. Anyway, definitely had to go in this episode. And hey, shout out to any of you guys who spend the time to draw your own images, like the level 1 Smogs. I don't know, having spent a lot of time in LA, I can appreciate this guy right here. So the Smogs, he drops a poison potion when he dies, and he attacks by throwing potions. I definitely thought he belonged in this episode as well. Again, if you guys are going to take the time to draw something like this, I'm going to do my best to try to include you in the episode, and maybe you'll win the vote for the best card. Check the link in the description, and make sure you get out there and vote for which was the best card in today's episode, and that winner will get some free gems. And who knows, maybe that winner will be the guy who submitted the king idea. Yes, the king, the legendary king. Now, I really pretty much chose this card for one reason and one reason only, and that was the image. Is the king right there, is that a dab? I feel like the king's dabbing. Anyway, I don't know. Okay, moving on to the next card. And of course, that is the level 1 Chaser. He sits in one place, but when something comes near it, he wrecks everything. I had to include Ankizzle's idea because he said he spent a week making it. And for some reason, just the idea of this creepy looking dude sitting in one spot and then blah, coming out after somebody, I don't know, it just made me laugh. All right, next up, we've got the Zombie Yard. I'm a big fan of The Walking Dead, so an improvement on the Graveyard, the Zombie Yard. Maybe these guys are a little more durable than a skeleton. Either way, shout out to zombies everywhere. Definitely zombies need more love. The next card is the Pug. What can I say? I love pugs. Okay. How about Elite Archers? Here are the Elite Archers. Now, it's not the first time I've heard of this idea, and I don't know if that's the original artwork, but I liked the Elite Barb helmet on the Archer, and the idea that they could survive a fireball. Dang, them some tough archers. It's gonna take you all day to get them down. Yeehaw! So, I don't know what happened there. Okay, next up we've got Gassed Minions. That's right, Gassed Minions. I don't know why I found that funny. I just sort of did and decided to, I don't know, any toilet fart gas jokes always make me laugh. Sorry, I'm a kid at heart. Okay, next up, level 1 Armored Goblins. I like the image here as well. These guys looking kind of creepy, and they sound an awful lot like guards. Just putting that out there. But Armored Goblins, as if we didn't have enough goblins in the game already. What? No, you want more goblins? Alright then, how about an unsettling blend of a goblin and a witch? It's the level 1 Goblin Sorcerer, legendary card. She transforms other cards, and, well, I don't know. She gets the nomination, or he or it gets the nomination for the most disturbing card image in today's episode. And next up is another goblin. It's Mr. Shanks, the legendary coolest of them all. I don't know, I think I had a vice principal in junior high school that was named Mr. Shanks. Anyway, not a fan, but I do like the Shank idea. Okay, on to the next card. It is going to be the level 4 Wrestler. I don't know, the idea of barbarians getting all sweaty and wrestling around with each other just, maybe it's a Peter $17 thing, but I'm personally not a fan. Now, these next two cards deserve to be in the episode simply because of the amount of time that the creator put into them. Right here, the level 1 Warhammer. I just love this detailed description and obviously the drawing as well. I mean, maybe these guys are future Supercell artists. I don't know. The other one here, this looked like there was two different friends that came up with the same one. The Confusion spell, and it's not the first time I've heard of a card theory that would confuse other units, but I did really like the drawings here of the potion and the confused skeleton. And shout out to the most original Twitter handle of the day. It's @BladderTrolley. Oh, what? You thought we were done with goblins? Of course not. We've got the boomerang goblin. So he's really a lot like the executioner, except his boomerang goes around in circles. That seems confusing as heck. And I like the stats there. Guess they didn't want to go that far. Okay, the level 1 Stomp. Thought this was a very cool card. The giant elephant foot. It's just the foot. It's not the rest of the elephant. ASPCA definitely having issues with that one. Gonna have to ban that card. Maybe instead we'll bring in some old minions. What? Is this some sort of old joke? Alright, you guys couldn't let it slide. The old minions. At least you didn't say ancient minions. Next on our list, the Mad Scientist. He looks suspiciously like an Electro Wizard. And I thought this was interesting. He throws 4 random spells at enemy troops and then magically disappears. In a lightning strike, you can't even kill him. He just disappears on his own. The idea that he's throwing spells everywhere, that would definitely wreak havoc in any battle. And here is at Floppy Crocky's idea, the Explorer. Again, extra points for creativity. That is a full color rendition of the Explorer right there. And obviously he would fit perfectly in the jungle arena. This next card got in simply on the description. I love this description. Check it out. A bomber's bomb that has lost their skeleton companion hides in the ground until a new friend comes along. But unfortunately, the new friendship doesn't last too long. Their new friend also ends up in ashes. So again, extra points for creativity. Love the very, very original concept of the friendship and the bomb. Our next card obviously also belongs in the jungle arena. It's the Jungle Golem. More cool art, and it's better, harder, faster, stronger, and he shoots a purple laser. So OP much? I'm not so sure, but he does look pretty cool. Next card, none other than the Supernova. Now, I'm a big fan of all things outer space, so I had to include this. Thought it was just cool looking. It's a Supernova, of course. Might be kind of powerful. Might send your opponent into orbit. I mean, come on, this idea is out of this world. All right. Cringing. Are you done cringing yet? Okay. Last but not least, it's the Grappler. He uses his hook hands to stun and pull a single unit towards himself. Looks like to me maybe somebody's been playing a little bit too much Overwatch. Anyway, so that is going to wrap up the new card concepts from you guys. I thought these were some of the funniest submissions I had seen, and I definitely have to shout all of you guys out for amazing ingenuity, some really good art skills. I'm really loving this series, and I hope that you guys continue to send me those hashtag made my own legendaries. Again, they don't have to be legendaries. They can be commons, rares, epics. It doesn't matter. It's all about the ingenuity, the originality, and sometimes the humor like you saw in today's episode. So keep those ideas coming. In the meantime, make sure you get down there in the description, check out the link, and vote for the best idea or the funniest idea in today's episode. I would love to give that person some free gems, and we will continue the series, maybe with some more serious ideas in the immediate future. But speaking of serious, check out Wolverine from FA Ruby, the level 11 player, facing a level 13 player with a maxed out Royal Giant and maxed out Elite Barbarians. That's right, level 13 Elite Barbs and Royal Giant. It really just showcases how strong the Golem is if you play it, support it correctly, and if, well, your opponent fails to counter it correctly. In come the Golemites, and that tower seeing some damage. Now, of course, Wolverine is pretty far behind in this battle already just because of that Royal Giant push earlier. But there's a minute 30 left, and, well, from personal experience, I have occasionally seen a level 11 player take out a level 13. Not saying that it's happened to me or anything, but you can see right there, poor Wolverine's log didn't even manage to take out the level 4 princess. So that's a huge disadvantage for Wolverine. The Elite Barbs almost completely countered, just gets one shot in, but that tower again looks like it's not going to survive the next 60 seconds. Wolverine trying to put together another push, dropping that level 6 Golem down the left-hand lane. Zap takes out the Goblin barrel, so Wolverine does have a pretty strong zap, and his opponent didn't have the maxed out barrel, so that was definitely advantage Wolverine on that exchange. Now the Golem coming in, the opponent trying to counter it one more time. The Elite Barbs going down. The Lightning Spell taking out all other support, and even with the Elite Barbs, the Golem still gets to the tower. The Freeze Spell peels off the Dragon and the Mega Minion. That way the Elite Barbs can stop the Golem, so that worked out pretty well. Again, Wolverine's overleveled Zap spell takes out the underleveled Goblin Barrel, and that is right there just a big game changer as Wolverine's able to keep the pressure on. This time the Golem coming from the river. You'll notice that the opponent doesn't have any other direct damage, nothing to take that tower down other than arrows, and as long as the Goblin Barrel keeps on getting stopped, there is no way he can do it, and somehow Wolverine pulls out the win. Desperation Arrows can't do it, and he takes down the level 13 player. All right, you guys, wrapping up this episode again. Make sure you submit those card ideas to hashtag #MadeMyOwnLegendary. Get down there and vote for the one that you think was the funniest idea in today's episode. And thank you guys, as always, again for watching, for subscribing, for liking, for sharing the video with your friends, co-workers, teachers, parents, and family pets. You guys are the true hashtag Galafam. Have a fantastic rest of your day. See you tomorrow. And remember, in life, as in Clash, make every attack a full attack.
Galadon, I bet your favourite was the ancient minions.